you know you can live poor and abroad if you choose to? Learn some ways the system can make you poor and poorer. Mortgage. One of the fulfillments of the American dream is having a house of your own. Only a small fraction of American citizens and immigrants can afford to pay the total amount in cash. The elites created a system of mortgage spanning from 15 to 30 years, requiring monthly deductions with unfriendly interest rates based on your credit score. By this means, they own you, control you, and enslave you. Imagine paying for a house for 30 years. They make you believe the house is yours, but in reality, the house can be taken from you and auctioned if you miss payments. It is delusional to believe the mortgaged house is yours. It is never yours until you complete the payments. The psychological effect of this is a lack of freedom due to the incessant thoughts of owing a debt you need to pay off. This results in taking extra time, requesting overtime, or doing 2 or more jobs to pay off the debt. This is unpleasant for people who have low incomes of less than $60,000 per year. Imagine the cost of repair and maintaining the house. By the time you complete the payment, the house is already outdated, not meeting the modernity of newer houses. This is one way the elites enslave you, impoverish you, and make you work all your life to pay debts. To avoid this, rent a cheap apartment so that you can save more in the initial years of your arrival in the US. Invest your savings in real estate, though mortgaged, which will generate monthly income. It is not financially wise to buy or rent a house that takes a large chunk of your income. Car financing or loan. Another false belief in achieving the American dream is buying a car. In fact, you will be seduced to buy new models of cars to soothe your ego. They know you have an ego and will present to you what soothes your ego. Remember, this is America, not Africa. When you go to car dealers, they can give you a car of your choice without a down payment as long as you're employed. They will manipulate you through a pretentious show of respect and honor just to take a car out of their lot. That is what every marketer does. They find a bank that will pay on your behalf, making you sign for a high interest rate and contract agreement. This monthly payment is deducted from your salary based on the value and year of the car. Most times, you sign for a 5-6-year contract to pay off the car. Imagine paying off a car monthly for 5-6 years. Not only that, you need to pay car insurance, which is based on the value of your car. The costlier your car, the higher your car insurance. You also pay car tax, which is based on the model and cost of your car. The costlier your car, the higher the tax you pay. This is how they take your hard-earned money, and at the end of the month, you are left with little to nothing. Not to mention the cost of car maintenance. A financed car is never your car. It can be seized from you if you miss payments, and that would heavily affect your credit score. The fear of missing payments can make you work more than necessary, working overtime to pay off the car. By the time you pay off the car, it is already out of value. To avoid this, buy a cheap car for no more than $5,000 when you first arrive in the US. This way, you save more and invest your savings in assets, avoiding monthly payments, heavy taxes, and high insurance costs. Student loan. Achieving higher degrees is one way to achieve the American dream. But what type of degrees? The educational system nowadays is designed to make you look for a job after graduation, and a part of your income is subjected to paying off student loans on a monthly basis. Sometimes paying student loans all your life due to accumulating interest rates. This is one way the elites control you and own you. It is good to go to school to earn a degree, but what kind of degree? If you need to pursue academic degrees, evaluate the worth and value of such a degree in today's economy and the future. For instance, if you are an RN earning close to $100,000, if you do travel nursing or overtime, it is not financially wise to pursue another degree that will make you earn just a little above what you make annually as an RN. Go for a degree, though it may be expensive, that has the potential of paying off your student loan within 1 to 2 years. And that will make you earn almost double what you make as an RN. This is a smart way of investing in education that will make you financially better and enhance your clinical expertise. A lot of citizens are in this pit, paying debt for many years after graduation. Be wise when choosing a degree. Not all degrees are worth your financial sacrifice and time. Credit cards. If you ask me one thing citizens and green card holders are addicted to here, it is credit cards. It is a must to have a credit card. With this, your credit score can be evaluated. How compliant you are with paying off your loan without missing a payment. Paying off your loan enhances your credit score and convinces banks and creditors to loan you money if you seek new loans. If you have a poor credit score, it may be challenging to seek any type of loan. Entrepreneurs and those who are financially wise are prudent in using the credit system to enhance their wealth, while ordinary people use the credit system to put themselves in debt. You will see a lot of credit companies bombarding your mailbox and email to take their credit cards, which contain money at high interest rates. They will send checks. By the time you take these credit cards, they already own you and control you. For every dollar spent, there is an accrued interest on the credit card, and if you miss a payment, the interest rate increases. Imagine having more than 5 credit cards. Some people have a debt of more than $20,000 on credit cards. This is not financially wise. When you take a credit card, take one that is interest-friendly. Don't spend more than 30% of your monthly income on credit cards. And the moment you use a credit card, transfer money from your savings to the credit card as soon as possible to avoid accumulating interest and debts. This way, you improve your credit score and can obtain loans for investing in assets that will generate income, not liabilities. Don't fall into the trap of taking more than 2 credit cards or excessively using them. Hospital bills. One thing you will never pray for, even for your enemy, is to fall sick. A visit to a physician for a headache could cost you $500 to $2,000 without insurance. Even with insurance, you could still pay heavily depending on the extent of coverage of your insurance. A disease could claim your life savings, even with insurance. This is one way the elites control the masses. How? Unhealthy foods are made cheaper. One significant cause of diseases is food. Most of the foods we consume are unhealthy and cause unexpected changes in the body, leading to diseases. Another way the elites control people is by legalizing behaviors that are health risks, such as smoking cigarettes or weed, moral freedom such as same-sex relationships, perverted sexual practices, alcoholism, or events that lead to those practices, such as clubbing. Diseases from these behaviors could cost you your life savings. To avoid this, eat sensibly, exercise, avoid overworking, which can lead to mental stress and depression, use affordable health insurance, engage in preventive and primitive health measures, and have a sense of control. Child neglect. The effects of all we have discussed so far include child neglect. How can you have valuable time for your kids when you work all the time and every day? These uncared-for children grow up to be influenced by peers with values different from your family and religious values due to your insensitivity and lack of time with them. These children grow up with values totally different from your own. This is how you lose them forever, and it will be too late to control them. You know what would happen in your old age with this type of children. I won't say that here.